Hey fam, welcome to Babbling Tat. I'm your host Tat, and this is the show where we talk about everything: healing, mental health, growth, and all the messy, wonderful stuff in between. I want to start off by saying thank you for being here. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing right now, thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. Today we're talking about something that's equal parts scary and exhilarating: daring to be first. Being first can mean a lot of things. It can mean being the first in your family to go after a dream, or the first to say, you know what, I'm not settling for average anymore. I'm not gonna keep going down this hamster wheel, just no more. It's not so easy, but let me tell you, it is incredibly worth it. And you are incredibly worth it. Growth is a catalyst for success in your life. But here's the thing, growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. Growth happens when you dare to get out of the pile. You know the pile I'm talking about? The pile of average. The pile of playing it safe. The pile where everyone else is just coasting along. Basically, the pile of the comfort zone. To grow, you've got to dare to be different. You've got to dare to be seen. And let me tell you, it takes guts. It takes bravery. It takes authenticity. Because being first, while it's fantastic, it's not perfect. Here's the truth about being first. It's misunderstood. People won't always get it. They might call you crazy or tell you that you're doing too much. But guess what? That's what average people do. They want to keep you average. There's this idea that I heard that's really stuck with me. There's an until waiting for you. And what does that mean? It means you'll be misunderstood until you're not. You'll face resistance until people start seeing the results. When you dare to be first, you uncover your true potential. It's not, I'm crazy. It's just, I got started first. More often than not, we count ourselves out before we even give ourselves a chance. We get caught up in unrealistic and imaginary timelines where if something basically isn't an instant success, that it's now instantly a failure. We need to stop asking, how long will it take? And start asking, how far can I go? Think about that shift for a second. When you stop worrying about the timeline and start focusing on the possibilities, everything changes. Give yourself permission to dream big and allow that to keep that fire inside of you lit. It's not about rushing to some imaginary finish line, because guess what? There is no finish line. Try to burst the bubble. The best days are still ahead of you. Every step you take, every bold move you make, it's all a part of the journey. This Gary V quote always replays in my head. No one's first anything is good. Yeah, it's allowed me to believe to start going before I know it all. It's hard, it's practice, but we're getting there. But so often we all hold ourselves back because we're waiting to have all the answers, all the skills, all the confidence, all the things. But the truth is, you learn by doing, grow by trying. And the first time probably won't be perfect. But that's where you actually learn. And that is not a failure. You do not fail by trying. That's just research and development. You fail when you do not even show up to begin with. Daring to be first means taking that leap, even when it feels messy and imperfect and scary. It means being a river, not a reservoir. Now let me explain that. A reservoir holds water, keeps it still, contained, and safe. But a river flows, it moves, it takes energy and carries it forward, giving life to everything in its path. Be a river. Keep moving, keep flowing, keep giving to future you. I want to leave you with this affirmation. I say it to myself every day. My best days are still ahead of me. They really, really are. If you've ever doubted yourself or felt stuck, I want you to know that daring to be first is a game changer. And it's not about being perfect. It's about being willing to grow, willing to try, willing to flow like a river, to keep going even when it's hard. This week, I challenge you to take one step, just one, that moves you out of the pile and into the flow. Maybe it's saying yes to an opportunity that scares you. Maybe it's saying no to something that's keeping you stuck. Whatever it is, remember that you've got what it takes to be first and create your own reality. Until next time, keep daring, keep growing, and remember, your best days are still ahead of you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the world to me if you shared it with a friend or shared it on your socials and tagged me in the show. Drop a comment to let me know what connected with you the most. I'd love to hear from you and what you'd like to hear next. And if you haven't just yet, I'd really appreciate it if you left a review for the show. Connect with the podcast directly over on Instagram at Babbling Tat Podcast or connect with me at xxtatqueenxx. You can also visit the website, tatscorner.com, for more resources, info about P3, to shop, read the blog, or just stay connected and sign up for emails. All the links are down in the description. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll catch you on the flip side.